Well, folks, you're welcome to this wonderful edition of the Hour of Visitation. My name is Humphrey, and I'm your host for this show. David said the other time, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name." He said, "Bless the Lord and forget not his benefits." Beloved, we need to be very grateful for what the Lord has done. This show is brought to you kind courtesy in Him is Life Church International and Evergreen Florence Ventures, dealers in good cosmetics imported from UK and USA. Beloved, if you listen to this discussion today, it's mind-blowing. Your life will never be the same. I want you to stay tuned. We'll be right back. As the triumphant church celebrates God every second in heaven with praise and adoration, the militant church is constantly engaging in battles with the devil and taking victories for God. Therefore, God has appointed his servant Rev.Isaac Opoku, founder and leader of In Him is Life Church International, to lead a section of the militant church to take daily victories and to help them get to their land of rest.
Paul said we must excel in wisdom, in faith, and excel in giving. Why are we building our churches upon leaders but not Jesus Christ? The difference between the rock and then also Peter, the Petra and the Petrans are not the same. Watch this particular program and your life will never ever be the same. God bless you.
Watch this program, Hour of Visitation, this and every Saturday at 9:30 to 10 o'clock a.m. on this very station, and gain in-depth knowledge in the Word of God. Beloved, in order to maintain the anointing, stay connected to the fountain.
Of visitation. Say it again while
Welcome back. Beloved, this is the Hour of Visitation, and as I said, we still have Reverend Isaac Opoku, the General Overseer of In Him is Life Church, in the studio. Reverend, you're welcome.
God bless you.
Great. This is a brand new day. We are still talking about the prophetic mandate, that is the prophetic office, as we started last week.
Yeah.
And last week, you really enlightened the eye of our understanding about a lot of things, talking about prophecy, the prophetic office, and some of the things that differentiates a prayer ministry from a well-established church, that is a well-advanced established church. And people really admired those teachings, and I believe that we are going to continue right now. This time around, I want to ask you, people are on radio, people are on TV every day. Some claim to be prophets, some claim to be teachers, some claim to be pastors. Now, in differentiating between the prayer ministries, the prophetic ministries, and the teaching ministries, what do you think is the major downfall of the prophetic ministries?
The reason is this: the word of the Lord is not there, as I already said.
Okay.
And then number two, they are building their churches upon their leaders, but not the rock of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Because Jesus Christ, when he was looking for a leader who would take over from him, he threw a very important question.
Okay.
And he knew that some of them, they are going to give wrong answers, and they are going to compare him to certain personalities in the Bible, like Elijah, Elisha, like Moses and other people.
Okay.
So Christ quickly mentioned their name, so that they will never get chance to mention those people's name.
Okay.
Because in that, if you want to compare Jesus Christ, either you're going to compare him to Elijah or Elisha, or Moses, because Moses carried Father's anointing, and Elijah was the A prophet, and Elisha was the D prophet. And so Christ said, "What do man say I am?" And Christ said, "Some say this, some say that." And he mentioned these personalities.
Okay.
Until Peter logged into the heavenly computer system, and he was able to download divine answer for the question. The day that the people in this world we will understand this particular question, the mystery behind this particular statement, we'll be able to establish a solid church on the earth. And all this struggle will come to an end. That is from Matthew chapter number 16, verse 18.
Yeah, Reverend, coming to that, how do you unfold the mystery of the statement that Jesus made in Matthew chapter 16, the verse 18? And for the benefit of our viewers, I want to read it here so that people will really get it. Matthew chapter 16, the verse 18. And I tell you, you are Peter. The Greek says Petros, a large piece of rock. And on this rock, the Greek Petra, a huge rock like Gibraltar, I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not overpower it. Now we have two Greek words talking about Petra and Petros. That is Petros being Peter, Petra being rock. How do you unfold this mystery?
Good. That's a very, very important question for us to answer. Now, in our normal English, we have some topic or subject. When you are learning the English, they'll tell you that it's conjunction words.
Okay.
They are then, and, but, sub, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Many a times, if you introduce but in the middle of a sentence, you are negating the first sentence.
Okay.
Like Pastor Jacob is very good, but had a bad character, which means the bad character disqualifies you to be a good person.
Sure.
When you introduce an in the middle of a sentence or a phrase,
okay,
you're talking about different things altogether.
Two different things. That's right.
At the same time, in English, we can use and or a or maybe comma to describe one particular thing.
Okay.
Like Rev.Isaac Opoku, a prophet is in our midst, which means the same Rev.Isaac Opoku, at the same time a prophet.
Okay.
Or maybe a president, an author, or a president, author of this book is here.
Sure.
The same person.
Yeah.
When you say that Rev.Isaac Opoku and Pastor Jacob are here, you can't say it's here because the end and will show that there are two people.
Two different people.
So we say that you are Peter and upon this rock.
Okay.
So we have Petra being Peter and Petros being a rock. And we all know that Jesus Christ is the rock of ages. So the mystery behind this particular statement is this: Christ is going to build a church.
Okay.
As we all know, we have the local church and the universal church. And the local church will prepare the members to join the universal church. That's what's in heaven, the triumphant church. He said, you are Pastor Jake, and upon this rock I'll build my church. You are not part of this.
Okay.
I'm telling you something, just something. I'll build a house. Oh, you are Pastor Jake. I'll build my house here. You are not part of the house. But I'm going to give you some materials. Just use the material to build a church.
Okay.
Or house for me. So Jesus was saying that we have to build a church on him.
That is the rock of ages.
That's the rock of ages.
That's right.
That is why God told Moses not to use the stick to hit the rock, because he's the rock. And people don't understand this particular statement, so they are building their churches upon the leaders, which is Peter.
That's deep.
So the moment Peter dies, the church dies there.
Wow.
But when you build a church upon the rock, Peter will die, his children will die, and the next generation also will die. But the rock is still there because the rock doesn't die. And the rock is Jesus Christ. So every church that they build their faith upon their leaders, the moment the leader dies, the church also will die. And when the leader moves, the church also will move. Because the faiths in the members are in the pastor or the leader, but not Jesus Christ. But if they build their faiths in the rock or on the rock, then they will never lose their faith. So the reason why churches are going down is this: we are building churches upon our leaders Peter, but not the Petros, not the rock.
My God. My God.
So Peter is dead, so your church is dead.
My God.
So remember, as Opoku would die, he himself also would die.
My God.
But when we build this church on the rock, and remember Opoku died, nothing will happen, because we see him as a leader, a person who was taking care of materials, and now the house has already been built. So we don't care the shovels, we don't care the smell, everything. Now the church or the house has already been built, so people are still in the house. So even as the Opoku is dead, you should go. But the house is still there. You are not happy. It's like the way you see your life, the way you want your life to be. But the whole thing is this. I try to keep people their low fast for them. I keep people their low fast. You know, anytime I'm doing something like this, as long as the whole world know that you are a very good man of God and you have been in the work for so many years and you excel all over the world, you don't need to try to do miracles for people. They will know you. They know that this man, the hand of the Lord is upon him. So I do my thing like as I'm in school. Papa said, I'm having a service, you love it. But you see me doing the work. I want to put it to you that something has happened. And because of that, give yourself 2 years. You fall into a state of lunatic. Do your best and work it out. And you are. And now you close your eyes. The reason is this. 2 to 3 years ago, and your parents, they were in one of the European countries. Let me see. D46 is D46 1 S1 ES2 D46, that is Italy.
Italy. So it's true.
And so they tried to take you there, and they did in the way that they don't want people to know that you are traveling. In the family, you are the breadwinner in your mother's side, and some of them have engaged you, ask their husband in the family. So the moment your mom did say, hey, you are singing, you can't take our husband to Italy. He will come with lunatic. And from there, they started working against you, and something happened, and they said, you go down. From that time to today, your life, your attitude, everything about you have changed.
Papa said,
and you do things abnormally, but you don't know. A time will come, you prefer not to stay in the house. You go and stay in a certain church as if you are praying. Then you leave the church, you go here, and you don't want to draw near to your parents. And you think that, okay, you are a man of your own, you can do whatever you want to do. But I'm here to tell you, no way. There are some spirit that is manipulating you, and it's from your mother's side. And the cause, the reason why they took you outside and they didn't tell them that you are traveling. That's the whole show. So my son, with your age, take your time and try and put God that God change my condition. Yes, there will be a problem.
Papa said, "Oh, mommy, someone do back Italy. Now, oh man, can't you feel for? Now, oh mommy, enemy say fear. Won't be high. Oh my worry. And you want to go to Italy no pay. Now, change now. 1 year, me a sando by. Papa said, and I'm sad in it, no. Oh yeah, they are over them. I can't fear me unity and you bet me be a nan or how many money who come in and say, oh my middle one for 1 quantity.
Who is the mother?
Oh my anyway. Pacho Habra.
Who are the mother? Come forward. Why did you do that? The time that you want to send your son out, why you didn't tell anybody in the family? Why?
Papa said into one country be obusun himself person do oba etukan.
Pacho, mama, many mamma neti. Omo na ya aware, but me kunu no mammy. I know all kind of prince. I didn't young father, young country of